The Nigerian government, on Monday, June 4, declared the banning of the use of flavored tobacco, especially shisha, in public places. Minister Isaac Adewole directed security agencies to arrest anyone found inhaling the substance. We learned that Adewole, a professor and health minister, made the announcement in Abuja at an event organized to mark the 2018 World No Tobacco Day celebration in Nigeria. According to the minister, Nigeria loses $800 million annually to stroke, heart disease and diabetes, with a projected accumulated loss of $7.6 billion to tobacco in 2015. The New Telegraph quoted Adewole as saying that evidence had shown that for every $1 gain from tobacco business, about $3 was expended on healthcare costs. He said a work plan to be implemented by stakeholders before the approval of the NTC regulations to curb the use of tobacco products in the country had been developed and launched by the Minister on the National Tobacco Control (NTC) Act. The work plan outlines education, enforcement and monitoring for compliance, including the ban on sale of tobacco products to and by anyone below 18 years of age, ban on tobacco advertising, promotion and sponsorship of any kind, ban on smoking in public places, and ban on sale of tobacco products in piecemeal quantity but in packs of 26 for cigarettes or 30 grams for smokeless tobacco. The FMA is also looking beyond the work plan, as we are developing a comprehensive 5-year national tobacco control strategic plan that will provide the roadmap for complete tobacco control. In addition to this, the FMA participated actively in the review of the Nigeria Industrial Standard for Tobacco Products convened by Standards Organization of Nigeria, SUN, in collaboration with Consumer Protection Council, CPC. A key outcome of this review was the ban on all characterizing flavors, including the addition of menthol into tobacco products. This decision is to protect our children from getting enticed by flavored tobacco products. Let me stress that the ban on tobacco products with characterizing flavors is still in place, and the ban includes shisha because it has flavor. I therefore urge the CPC and the law enforcement agencies to intensify arrest of defaulters, he said. He added, data from 2014 WHO, NCD Global Status Report showed that heart-related diseases, cancers, diabetes and chronic respiratory disease killed 38,068,000 persons out of the 56 million global deaths recorded in 2012, and sadly, more than 40 of these deaths occurred before the age of 70 years. It is generally agreed that tobacco will kill more than 50 of its users when used exactly as recommended by its manufacturers. Globally there are more than 1 billion smokers, and more than 7 million people are killed by tobacco annually. Of this, more than 6 million die from direct tobacco use, and close to 900,000 from exposure to second-hand smoke. I must add that the low and middle-income countries including Nigeria bear nearly 80% of the global burden. This indeed calls for increased awareness on the impact of tobacco use and exposure to second-hand tobacco on cardiovascular health. May I inform you that we are not oblivious of the conscious efforts by the tobacco industry to project their business above the health of the public. In view of this, we are duty-bound to protect government laws, regulations and policies from commercial and other vested interests of the tobacco industry in accordance with the WHO FCTC Article 5.3 and the NTC Act 2015. Recently, Philip Morris International, PMI, under the guise of the Foundation for a Smoke-Free World, is persuading the public to partner with the foundation. May I caution in strong terms that all ministries, departments, agencies, academia, professional bodies, non-governmental organizations and members of the public not to accept support from or enter into partnership agreement with this foundation or any tobacco industry or their front groups, as this might lead to a irreconcilable conflict of interest. If the tobacco industry means well, they must stop manufacturing tobacco products.